Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a special presentation of the Gas and Go Racing League Championship at Phoenix. Good, everyone. Welcome, all race fans. Welcome one, welcome all, welcome everybody to a Friday night under the lights special. Although we're going to be at Phoenix, so not under the lights, but under the lights here at my crib. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight at Phoenix. Tonight we've got the Gas and Go Racing League Championship race. Tonight we're about to go live here in just a few minutes, and joining me with me tonight in the booth, the voice of Gas and Go himself, my boy Damien. What's going on, Damien? How you doing tonight, man? I tell you what, man, you've had a front row seat, pretty much all season long watching these dudes, man, calling the races. I've had a blast watching you guys every week and listening to you, man. You've done a heck of a job, and it's a pleasure being up with you here tonight, man, calling this championship race, dude. You've done a heck of a job, man. A heck of a job, man. I've had a blast watching you every week, and I've had a blast watching these guys in Gas and Go every single week. And joining us up here in the booth real quick before we send him down to his race car, the owner of Gas and Go Racing League, my good friend, my buddy. You guys know him well. Broadcasted the Travis Tyson Memorial Race and did an excellent job with the guys he was up there with. My buddy, your friend, Nick Chastain won in the house. What's going on, Nick?
Not much, man. Just getting ready to strap on in. And I hate to say it, I've got to cut this short. I got to get back over there. Good luck, gentlemen. I do appreciate you boys. I will send you guys invites. So I know it's a early pre-race, but I hope to see y'all later for this.
Oh, well, we'll be here, man. We'll be here. Good luck tonight. Have fun, and we'll see you at the end of the race, dude.
10-4. Good luck. Thanks, guys.
All right, man. Don't forget that stream, and don't forget the invite. So as soon as you get on the stream, I can log on and see where you guys are at. But go ahead, and he's gone already. He's already left out the building. Look at him. He's already in a hurry. He's so excited. He's been jumping around, looking like a chicken with his head cut off all day long, man. I tell you what, that kid, I wish I had half the energy that kid has. You know what I mean? You got it, man. I don't know if it's some Red Bull or, that old-fashioned. I don't even know if it's still around, man. My old favorite caffeine drink, Jolt. Jolt used to be the energy drink back in my day. It was an old Jolt. But I tell you what. So this championship race, it's a little different than a lot of leagues out there, out in Heat 5. Now, Gas and Go, as everybody knows, is a slider league, one of the best slider leagues out there. That's got a great group of guys. They're in season 2. This is season 2 that they're just finishing up. And these guys have been racing together for a long time. They know each other well. They're really good friends on and off the track. And this season, they kind of went off the beaten path with the playoff format, in the sense that, a lot of the leagues now, have adapted the real life NASCAR structure of the playoffs, and the round, having the top 12, and then dwindling it down to the round of 8, the round of 6, and then finally a championship race which has the final 4, and the best driver, whoever finishes the best wins the championship. Not here in Gas and Go, not this season. The championship is actually already clinched. We already have our championship coming into tonight, and that is JPR, man. JPR has had one awesome season. He's going to be the champion after tonight coming in. I mean, he didn't have, they redid the guys wanted to redo the playoff format and the points, and I love it. I mean, I love it. I love the old school, the points, and I guess they reset the points at playoff time, and the best driver wins. And sure enough, That's how they set it up, and I mean, I love it. And I'm watching the playoffs, Damien, and watching you call these races, man. And you've had some front row seats to these races here. You know, so what are you expecting to see tonight in this championship race? Because keep in mind, the championship, you know, the champion might be crowned, but that we still got a heck of a battle for second, third, and fourth, you know, to settle this season. Yeah. Yep, you got that right. I agree with you, man. I think we're going to see some guys getting aggressive, and I'm anxious to see it. And like you said, Damien, yeah, man, it's a 1 point different between GP and Nick. Or I'm sorry, GP and Rogue. You have GP in second, Rogue in third, 1 point behind GP, and then Nick is 9 points behind Rogue, sitting there in fourth, with Chandler Lundeen rounding out the top five, which is kind of surprising. Chandler, he won the season one championship last season, and he won a good amount of races this year. It's almost kind of surprising to see him not up there in at least the top two or top three coming into this race tonight. I mean, he's had an awesome season himself. You got it. Yeah, he did. He really, really took it to the field that race, and I mean, he had a heck of a race and a heck of a season, and also Nick, man, I've known Nick for a good part of almost about 3 years now, I guess. I've known Nick, and seeing him grow and watching him grow to where um, when he started to where he is now, man, night and day difference. He has gotten so much better. I know a lot of these guys race over in Misfits together, so they know each other very well. They run over in Misfits, most of them, and to watch Nick do so well and be up in the top four in points in this, man, that's really cool and really special for me to see, man. I'm glad that he had, what's got to be his best season to date, as far as I'm concerned.
We'll figure out when season three get picked back up.
I hear you, man. I hear you, man. Well, that's talking about a name from the past, Aquatati. Yeah, man. He had a lot of good. He had some good racing and really good league for a number of years, man. And I know he's well moved on now, along with many other of the older guys and legends that were on NASCAR Heat 5. When it first came out, 2019, 2020. But yeah, that's where he started up with a lot of these guys. Actually, a lot of these slider guys, kind of started from those roots. And it's really good to see. It's really good to see. Now we got these guys. It looks like that they are in qualifying now. So they got qualifying underway. So they're getting qualifying all taken care of. Okay, so we're gonna find out who's on the pole tonight, and it looks like they got about 9 guys tonight. They have a good 9 car field, and that's one thing that I definitely would like to see and would love to see Gas and Go bring on, and they're looking to bring on some good drivers, some fast drivers. slider. Like I said, it's a slider league, and this league has really grown when Nick started it last year, and had the first season. It did great the first season, and did even better this season with these guys and bringing on some new guys. A good buddy of mine joined late in the season, but a real good buddy of mine, Brewster Baker, he joined up, and I was thrilled to see him join up in the league. Man, he's an awesome dude. I hope he's in here tonight. I'm not sure if he's in there tonight, and I know he's been dealing with some health issues. So if he's not here tonight, Brewster, you're watching, man. Thinking about you, love you, dude. Hope you're getting well and hope you're getting better. But glad to see him also in the league. But as they move forward into season 3, man, I really like to see this league get even better and grow even more, and really bring in some guys that can really take this league to another level. Because the racing here, man, it's been really fun to watch all season long. I've been watching these guys like you have all season long every week, and I tell you what, these guys put on a show. I mean, these guys don't just sit and ride. Because you also remember, Damien, that I mean, it's also kind of a different, off the beaten path, as I say, of a format is that these races are only 25% length. They're not 50% length. They're not 100% length, but they're 25% length. And with that 25% length, there are no stages. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's a short kind of sprint race, being 25%. You take out the stages, so it's just you got to pit. You got to manage your pit stop. You got to manage your tire wear from the beginning all the way to the end. And the only time that the yellow will come out is if they get a caution, an in-game normal relaxed caution, because there's no manual cautions as well. I love the setup and the format that they have really put together in this league. And that's a big issue here with Phoenix. You're absolutely right, Damien. You hit the nail on the head. Tire wear is going to be key tonight. The tire wear is going to be very key, because anybody that's raced here at Phoenix, and everybody knows that's been on this track and has raced this track, that Phoenix, it's going to get loose. Once those tires get a little bit of wear on it, the more wear those tires get, the looser it's going to get, the slicker it's going to get. And these guys really are going to have to manage that. And how about that? My buddy Brewster Baker is in the race tonight, as they are just finishing up qualifying. So we're going to get we're going to find out who won the pole here in just a second. But got a good lineup of guys. Saying like we got 8 guys, and we're going to see who wins the pole. But like you were saying, yeah, tire wear is going to be key on how these guys adjust these cars on the setting that they choose, and adjust these cars to balance out that tire wear, and especially with that loose situation as the run gets on, as these cars get looser and looser with more tire wear. So, and then the other thing that you kind of mentioned is also the fuel. The fuel can definitely play an issue in this as well. It's going to be really interesting how how it all plays out with this format, which is a very cool format. I love the format. It's just been a blast to see. So we're just a few minutes away, basically, from getting this race, as they are pulling down. And on the pole tonight, guess who? Guess who? The champion himself, JPR, on the pole. How about that? Are you surprised there, Damien? Oh yeah, definitely right, man. You're definitely right. And Chandler, you hit it right there, man. Chandler is starting second on the outside pole, and then let's see, who is that? That's G Pricks. G Pricks starting third tonight with yeah, and the 23 G Pricks starting third with Kay Larson starting fourth. Brewster Baker, my buddy Brewster, starting fifth. Nick Chastain, Nick himself, starting sixth. Hedrico starting seventh. He's going to come off the line seventh tonight. And yeah, it looks like let's see, V Player Junior, V Player Junior, cool name there. Starting eighth, and we get joined to go racing. So let's. I hope I got an invite. I wasn't even looking up at the screen, so hopefully I got an invite. Yep, he sent us one. All right, so let's go in and let's go racing the championship. Yes, sir, my man. Yes, sir. We are on it, and now Nick can. I hope Nick can relax a little bit, knowing that he's got the TV cameras here tonight to watch this for this championship race, and he can drive that one car, and he can do well. And we're going to see how he does as he rolls off the field in fourth tonight. As we're getting ready to start here in just a few, and talk about this JPR, man. Talk about being dominant. He's just really dominated this season, had a heck of a season, and is going to win this championship tonight. Let's introduce these guys as they get around the field, the track the first time. In the 43, driving that 43 blue and green car, that is JPR himself, the champion of Season 2. Driving a 43. Chandler Lundeen, another one, Season 1 champion. Chandler driving the number 4 tonight. G Pricks, number 23. G Pricks started third on the field, and that's where he's currently riding right now in that 23. G Pricks driving in the 23 with Kay Larson in the 5, as they're going to go 3 wide here. Nick on the outside of Kay Larson. Kay Larson kind of backed off, gave him the spot. Yeah. And we got a battle for the lead as JPR has some company on the outside. That's in the 4 car of Chandler Lundeen as they are side by side coming off of turn 2. Oh. A crossover move by Chandler Lundeen, and now Chandler Lundeen goes to the inside and takes the lead. And he's going to come in the lead off of turn 2 at 43 of JPR. Got something to say about that as he pulls the crossover and makes the pass down the backstretch. As we get through this field, in the 31 car, a Rogue Misfit. I love that name, a Rogue Misfit. Been watching him for a while, driving that number 31 car tonight. V Player Jr. in the 11 car. We just saw him a minute ago. He started last. He's already worked himself up to 4th position. V Player Jr., he's on a mission tonight. He's headed to the front in that 11 car. Next up is Hedrico in the 9. Hedrico right there battling with the 31 and 41 of Brewster Baker, and a Rogue Misfit as Henrico in that 9 car tonight. And then Nick Chastain, Nick himself, in that number 1 car, as he's got a battle himself going on with the 5 of Kay Larson. And then my old buddy himself, Brewster Baker, driving that black and silver number 41, that Stuart Haas car, as he looks real loose in there in turn 3 and 4. We got real loose, got that thing turned sideways, did everything but wreck that thing that time. Great save on Brewster Baker's part. And that is our field for today's championship race, as Chandler Lundeen now in the 4 car gets out front, and maybe starting to try to put a little distance on JPR in that 43 for only a minute, though. As we got 71 laps to go. So remember, folks, there is no stage breaks here in Gas and Go. There's a straight through. So unless we get a caution, these guys won't have any kind of break. They go right through. So we got to have 71. Hopefully we'll have 71 green flag laps, and we'll get a lot of pit stops, because I love seeing that pit strategy. As we see now the 43 looking to the inside. JPR there looking to the inside already of the 4 car. But check out in third place here, the 11 car of V Player Jr. now has worked himself up to third. He's coming to the front, starting in the back, and he's already up to third spot. And he's really putting a march to the front as the 23 gets up to the wall a little bit. No harm, no foul. He just did enough to kiss the wall. You know, I kind of say, I give the wall a kiss for good luck. Most of the time it doesn't work out for me too much. But hopefully it worked out for G Pricks a little bit and give him a little luck as he bounced off the wall just a little bit and gave it a little bit of a kiss. Oh, we got car upside down. That's a car flipping, and that's the 43 of JPR, and we got lagging. We got a lag storm, it looks like. It looks like we have a lag storm. The lag showers look like he's moving in, because he was up in the air and he was flipping and turning upside down, and on the screen it looked like we're having a little bit of a lag issue. So and they are still green. They are still green, and they are throwing a manual now, though. Looks like, I think. Nope, they're still green. They are clean and green, and that is a huge, oh man, that is a huge heartbreak for the 43, the champion, JPR. He's going to have a considerable damage to the hood of that race car for sure. As we look, go ahead. Yeah, he's gonna probably end up going a lap down probably pretty soon. As we got a battle back here now for, looks like, 4th position or 3rd position. And that is between Nick and the 23 of G Pricks. Nick in the 1 car takes the spot over. Yep. And that's for 3rd. This is for 3rd spot, and G Pricks gonna take it back from Nick. Give him. He wanted to tell Nick hello. He just wanted to let the boss man say hello. That's right. He's going. He's trying to get it. Good for him. As he's looking around, as now Nick in the 1 car once again now looks to the inside of the 23 of G Pricks as they go through the dog leg here, and Nick is going to have the inside run going into turn 1. The 23 going to try to get a run on the outside here. Oh, Nick pushes up, got tight in the center, and going to lose his momentum. The G Pricks going to hold on to that spot for at least a moment. Down deep on the dog leg. How low can you go, Kay Larson, in that 5 car? Yeah, he went low. He's got a nice little lead as we ride on the hood of V Player here in second. There you see the interval between Chandler Lundeen and V Player here in second. As this is a good little space. I think V Player now is starting to really just kind of come into his own. He doesn't want to push it too much. You don't want to push it too much and burn the tires up, especially so early in the race, as we're probably going to start to see some green flag pit stops in the next couple of laps. As we check on the 43, he's good. He's still in the clear. He's coming around into the dog leg. Yeah, it throws you off. It definitely throws you off for sure. As Chandler Lundeen's still out in front in that 4 car, and I tell you what, this 4 car has had some good luck. I'll tell you that at this racetrack. I can promise you that. And we've got our first taker down pit road, and that was going to be the second place for driver of V Player in the 11 car. V Player. Looking like he's maybe doing a short pit here. He's pitting a little bit early. I know we were about 9 or 10 laps from getting in the pit. So I mean, he would been right there on the cusp of the pit window. So almost kind of early. But here comes another couple. You got Rogue Misfit and the 5 car of Kay Larson. They're coming down the pit now as well. So they might try to be taking a page out of V Player's book and try to gain some time with a short pit here, because these guys probably should have another little bit on in their gas tank. As Nick and G-Prick still doing battle back here for second and third. As we go into, we're pretty much inside the pit window now. They should have about 5 or 6 laps of fuel left. But the tire situation probably is going to be more priority over the fuel, as now we see Nick coming down to make his pit stop. Here comes Nick down pit road. So he'll leave the 23 at his lonesome in second spot. Ooh! Yeah, I was right on that too. They were stuck together coming out of pit road, weren't they? Yep, here comes JPR now as well. He was able to make it to the pit stop. JPR, he definitely is looking for a caution. He is going to need some help of a caution to catch back up to the field, as Chandler Lundeen, the leader now, coming down pit road to make his stop. G-Pricks as well in the 23. So that, if I'm not mistaken, and here also comes the 41 of Brewster Baker and the 9 car of Hedrico. So they're coming down pit road as well. So green flag stops being made. So it's going to be interesting to see how V Player's strategy worked out, as he pitted a lap a little bit early, and here he comes now, and he's going to grab the lead, as Chandler Lundeen is now just coming out of the pits, coming onto the track. So the 11 car is going to be in the lead now. How about that? As of right, it's still being cycled around. Okay, now it's cycled around. So yeah, V Player in the 11 car, your leader, and absolutely he made that work absolutely perfect, and that short pit worked to perfection for him. As you see now, the tables have turned, and now you see the interval between the 4 car of Chandler Lundeen and the leader of the 11 car of V Player. There you see the interval right there between the two. Totally flipping hands, as right before V Player came in the pit, that was about the interval that that Chandler Lundeen had over top of V Player. So maybe Chandler Lundeen might need to might have to adjust his playbook on that when we get to the next pit stop, because that worked out absolutely flawlessly for V Player. As V Player crosses the line now, it is lap 30 of 78, so 48 more laps to go. Yep, they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, and they're trying to go 3 wide, and the 31 of Rogue wants to try to take it 3 wide in turn 1. The 5 car had something to say about that, kind of moved him up into the wall a little bit and said, no, I don't think so, not today. And now here comes the 5 car under the 23 of G-Prix. Kay Larson in the 5 car trying to take that car to the front, as he's now underneath of that 23 car. As the Rogue Misfit here in the 31 watches on. And now kind of flips a little bit. The 5 car of Kay Larson looked like he got loose there. Lost some momentum, so 23 of G-Prix going to pick it right back up and keep hold of the position. And I tell you what, I am not sure what in the world happened. I don't know if he got a penalty or what, but when Nick went into the pits, he was battling for 2nd and 3rd, and after the pit stop, he is out in 7th. So I can only imagine. Oh, and he up into the wall there, up and off of turn 4. That's going to lose some momentum for him. And Nick kind of looks like he needs to get his focus a little bit, I think. I don't know if pretty sure it must have been a penalty on pit road. I think he got caught speeding, and that's why he lost so much time. But he just needs to regain his focus, gain his composure, refocus, and kind of reset a little bit, get back in it, because he's got a good car, but he's got some ground to make up now in that 1 car. Ooh, off the wall again. He's kind of lost, and he's into the wall again off of turn 2. Come on, Nick, get it together, bud. Get it together. Refocus. And Nick definitely is having some handling issues with that car. He's staying up top, and pushes right up into the wall. So I'm not sure what the problem is with that 1 car, but he's got some kind of issue somewhere with that 1 car, because it's just not. He's not able to get down into the corner. He's not able to dive it down into the corner, and it's pushing up on him. So I think he's got to be loose coming off, going in, tight, loose going into this corner, tight in the center, and loose coming off, which is the worst scenario you can possibly have. But that kind of looks like the situation that he might be dealing with tonight, and that's an absolute. That'll make for a long, long day. Yeah, this is a battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th, I believe. Yep, that was for 4th, 5th, and 6th between Rogue Misfit, Kay Larson, and the 5, and the 9 car of Henrico, as Henrico gets in the wall a little bit, as Kay Larson now looks underneath of Rogue and going into turn 3. Rogue gives him plenty of room. Kay Larson dives it down deep into the corner, almost all the way on the apron. Very tricky to go there. You got to have some grip or you're going to spin out. He did a good job there. Yeah, back up to the front. Let's check in with our leaders up there as Chandler Lundeen is starting to slowly reel in that 11 car. And he has definitely reeled him in quite a bit, actually, kind of from where they came out. Kind of check around the track, and Rogue Misfit kind of is falling off here a little bit, falling back to 6th as the battle continues to heat up here between Kay Larson and the 5 car and the 9 of Henrico. Henrico now in 4th and trying to hold on to it as G-Prix there into 23. There you see the interval between the 23 of G-Prix and 3rd. And Henrico here in the 9 car sitting in 4th. And this 5 car is all over his mirror. As he's looking to the top side, he's looking to the bottom. This time he's going to look to the top side and try to bring it down and diamond it down. And now look to the inside and down to the backstretch, trying to gain some room, trying to gain some momentum here. As they go into turn 3, Henrico doing a great job. I like Henrico's line. Henrico is running a very good line getting around this racetrack. It's nice and smooth, very easy going around this racetrack as he goes. Look at this. He's running a nice smooth line right there around turn 2. Brings it down, comes off, and right, nice, easy, and smooth down the backstretch. And watch and see how he goes into turn 3 and 4. If I can get the camera on it right. And that is really early. So here's V Player trying the same strategy as he is now down and away, and we still got 35 laps to go. This could come back and haunt V Player, because if you keep pitting too early, you're gonna end up running yourself short. I mean, Oh yeah, because now here's Chandler Lundeen. Now Chandler Lundeen, he's going to be able to stay out a lot longer here and tick off some more laps before he's going to have to come in and pit. Now, of course, the 11 car is going to have fresher tires, so he's going to make up some time. But by the time Chandler Lundeen comes out of his pit stop, he will have the fresher tires. So it's a very, very interesting pit strategy that V Player is playing, as now we start to see the other pit stops now. The 5 car follow in suit just like he did on the previous pit stop. Oh, no, he is out. He's out. Oh, man. Yeah, he had the winning car too. He came from the back to the front, from last to first. Man, that is absolute shame, because I wanted to see how that pit strategy was going to work out for him. Pitting so soon, I really wanted to see how he was going to play that out. But essentially, that's almost handing the race to Chandler Lundeen now in the 4 car, who remains... Oh, big wreck! The 41 of Brewster Baker went around. He's got it going now in the dog leg. But a caution. Is a caution out? No, I think we're staying green here as Brewster now comes into the pit stop to get some repairs done on that 41. He hit the wall real hard with that front end. He shortened that automobile by about 1.5 feet. Yeah. And Nick also coming in to make his pit stop. Yeah, I'm looking around, looking at the 43, and I don't see any visible damage. And of course, that doesn't mean that there isn't any, but I don't see any visible, which is good news for him. So he may have been able to get around that. I'm not sure if he got caught up or maybe he just spun around and trying to avoid it. But it doesn't look like he has any major structural damage, which is good news for him. Kind of waiting on seeing when Chandler is going to come into his pit. As let's see if he comes in this time. Nope, he's going to stay out one more. He said, "Bartender, let's do that again." As everything kind of still spread out under these green flag pit stops, as the 23 car now of G-Prix is coming out of the pit road back onto the racetrack, as he's getting now up to speed. So he came into the pits, I believe he was second or third when he came into the pits, so he should move up to second now completely with the 11 car now back into the garage. So that's going to open the door wide open for G-Prix there in the 9 or in the 23 car. Yep, Henrico in the 9 car, he is down pit road getting his service done on that number 9 car. And here comes a 31 of Rogue Misfit. Rogue coming down to get his service done as well. As Chandler Lundeen and GPR. Chandler Lundeen, I believe, putting GPR at least one lap down. He might be already a lap down. I think he's putting him at least another lap down, if not the first. A little bit. He's sticking with them. And I'm not sure. I think Chandler Lundeen definitely has the fresher tires, so he should start pulling away. Yeah, we're starting to pull away now, as Chandler Lundeen has the much fresher tires than a 43 of JPR. So the Chandler Lundeen 43 kind of pulls back in close here, coming off and around turn 1 and 2. He was able to shorten that distance. And Chandler Lundeen, he kind of spreads it out here, going out of 3 and 4 and through the dog leg. And then JPR closes it back up in turn 1 and 2. So JPR still hanging with him here. But definitely is going to need some help. Caution would help a lot of these guys big time. And that's one of the things, man, with not having any stages, with this format, not having any stages and not getting that break, not getting that caution to batch the field back up, to stack them all up again. They don't have that. So that's just another part of this very unique format and a way that you got to strategize coming into these races here at Gas and Go. That's right. Yeah. I believe that is for second place, Kay Larson and G-Prix. As Jeeprix now looks to the inside as they click by lap. They just clicked off lap 58 of 78, so we're down to 20 more laps to go. So these guys will have to make one more pit stop to the end. As here comes Kay Larson now looking underneath of the 23 car. Thought about it, looked underneath of him, wasn't able to get the run, and backed off. Everybody has done a very good job. This has been, I've really enjoyed watching all of these guys, and especially watching you bring us a broadcast every week, Damien. Really enjoyed watching you, covering these guys each week and bringing the broadcast for this league. This is a great group of guys, and each one of them has gotten better and better as the season has gone on. As Brewster Baker, there's got a little bit of lag going on there on the 41. There's a little bit of lag. As Kay Larson in the 5 car. Go ahead. That's good news. So we can keep it clean and green as we keeping an eye on this battle here between Kay Larson in the 5 and the 23 of Jeeprix. This is for second spot. This is the race on the track right now for second spot, as the 4 car of Chandler Lundeen has set sail. As JPR there in the 43, your pole sitter and season 2 champion, there in the 43 car, a lap down after getting involved in an earlier wreck at the beginning of the race. So Chandler Lundeen right now is in cruise control as he's got a big lead over the second place car of the 23 of Jeeprix. And he's got a huge lead, actually. He's got about a full straightaway on second spot of the Jeeprix here in the 23rd. And Kay Larson in the 3rd. And Henrico in the 9 car currently driving 4th. He's had another good race himself. He kind of started in the back and has worked his way through the field in the 9 car. He's also had another great race, and I really like that line that 9 car runs. It's nice and smooth, and that's part of it. That's one reason it really helped them get up through the field, is running that nice smooth line. And just like Chandler does, let's ride with Chandler and check out the line that he runs, if I can get the camera right. There we go. Get a nice good camera angle as he gets ready to go in here in a turn 3, but runs a nice smooth line, gets it right down there on the yellow, and brings it up. Got a little wiggle in the car there, not too much. Chandler himself, he's running a nice smooth line himself, and I love how he runs a dog leg. As you notice, when he goes in a dog leg, he doesn't go down on the all the way down low. He just gets low enough to stay right there on the apron part of it, right below the line, which actually it does save tire that way. It does save a little bit of tire wear and helps on the tire wear by staying up higher on the apron and not going so low. But as you can see, he stays right there on the apron, right below the yellow line, so he doesn't get down into those bumps that are down on that dog leg, which it does save a little bit of tire. Yep, he comes down pit road as we've got under 10 to go now. So Larson now coming down pit road. So now's the time you definitely want to pit. The pit road is open, and you're in the pit window. We're going to see how it goes. As we are now, as they cross the stripe, we got only 9 laps to go as Chandler Lundeen now comes around and passes a stripe. We are going to have 8 laps to go, so 8 laps left in Season 2 of this Gas and Go Racing League. Yeah. He's only going to need to take right side and probably half a can, maybe 1 can. Probably just a half a can because he's still got laps. Remember, he waited to pit on his pit stop. He didn't short pit. He stretched it out all the way until it was about bone dry in his gas tank. And this is where it's going to pay off for him as he's getting around. I mean, he might even have enough to get to the end here. I don't know. He might, as late as he was pitting, he might have enough to get to the end. Now, right now, the 23 is a lap down. The 23 made that pit stop, so he is a lap down. And hoping that Chandler himself pits within the next lap or two. As Chandler crosses the stripe now, there are 6 laps to go. So 6 to go. Ooh, the JPR bounced off the wall there a moment. And it is wide open. Yeah, I'm not sure on the rule book. At most leagues do have that penalty where you cannot pit with two laps to go or under, with under 2 to go. So if he's going to pit, he's going to need to do it here in the next lap or two. And he crosses it off, and we've got 4 to go. Chandler has run a perfect race tonight. I do got to say that once again, and often as I've seen him in many of the wins that I've seen him in this league, he just runs a perfect race, and he did so again tonight. And barring something absolutely devastating in the next lap or two, he's going to take home this win. He's made his bed now because we got 2 laps to go, and he's pretty much made his bed now. Actually, I think we got 2 to go this time by, I think. Let me see here. Oh, the 23 went around. Oh. Oh, and that was it on the race, and Chandler Lundeen did bring it home. That was the last lap. The 4 car. Congratulations, Chandler Lundeen, your winner. As he was cruising the 23 car. Man, he pushed it so much that he spun it across that line. But he finishes in 2nd. What a job that he did today. And let's see here. The 9 car of Henrico finishes in 3rd. JPR in the 43, he comes home in 4th. Kay Larson in 5th, Rogue Misfit in 6th, Brewster Baker in 7th, Nick Chastain 8th, and V Player rounds out the field in 9th. But congratulations to the 4-car of Chandler Lundeen. And we'll bring a few of these guys on up and talk to these guys for a few minutes after this race. It was a great race. Congratulations, Chandler Lundeen, and getting the fastest lap as well.
Yes, sir. Good shit.
So bear with us as Nick, you want to go ahead and bring in those you want to bring in?
All right, done for you.
All right. Let's check in here. Let's see. Alright, so just waiting for these guys to make their way on up. So we'll give it a second. And meanwhile, we'll talk to Nick, man. That was a heck of a race, Nick, man. What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah. Hey, I felt first half of that run, I was like, a top 5 car, man. We're doing so well. And yeah, okay. We're not going to get that crap. So, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm very proud of these guys. These guys worked so hard this whole season. Everyone did great. We had no cautions these last couple weeks. I'm very proud of that. I even just said a few minutes ago, you guys should be proud of, having no cautions these last couple weeks, and it's amazing. And I have a great group of guys, especially I don't know if you caught it in my broadcast, but I made an announcement that our Rookie of the Year, Season 2 Rookie of the Year winner, Rogue, will be our newest admin, so he will be helping me and Brandon out.
And who is that?
Rogue, a Rogue Misfit.
A Rogue Misfit, that's it, my brother. And he has joined us up in the booth for a few moments after climbing out of that 31 car. A Rogue Misfit, man. Congratulations on getting Rookie of the Year in Season 2 Gas and Go. Man, it's been a pleasure watching you over the past couple of years, man. Congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
I've been watching you guys over in Misfits as well, man. I've been following you guys and been following over here in Gas and Go and kind of give us your thoughts on your rookie season, winning the Rookie of the Year here in Gas and Go.
It was well earned. It's one of my bucket list items. I've been in a few leagues and always fell up short of that Rookie of the Year. And so it felt like it was redemption after all the hard work to finally win a Rookie of the Year in a league.
It was job well done, man. Job well done. So I think I know the answer to the question, but what's your goal for Season 3? What are you shooting for Season 3?
Well, obviously the championship. But if I fall short of that, as long as I beat Nick, then I've accomplished well.
A friendly rivalry, is it?
It's always a friendly rival. It comes over. It goes from Misfits to here every week. It's a great time. I love Rogue. He's such a really great guy, and at Bristol Dirt last season or this season in Misfits, I think it was. I had him, and then he had me, and I was like, oh, well, if we had this happen, then we would have had this outcome, that would have been it, so. But, yeah, me and Rogue have a great bout each and every week. Heck, I love you, Rogue. You're such a great guy to race against, and you're fun to mess around with at times, and he's such a great guy.
Hey, I do appreciate the invite to the league.
Oh, real quick, before you continue, Shady, happy birthday, Rogue.
Oh, thanks, man. You too, Nick.
Oh, it's your birthday today, man?
No.
Oh, yeah, every day. It's my birthday every day, man.
Well, I
love it.
It's really not, but we do this in Misfits and in our league. It's a fun joke we do.
I love it, man. That is awesome, man. Congratulations on getting Rookie of the Year. And like I said, man, I've been watching you over in the Misfits League and watch you over here in Gas and Go, man, and look forward to seeing a lot more of you in Season 3, man.
Well, I appreciate it. I hope to be here.
Why don't you get the top 3 and then interview the champ? So
Definitely.
Third was Rico,
Henrico in the 9 card. You got a copy? I tell you what, man, you had yourself a very interesting race, man. You had a good race. Talk about it. Talk about how this race went for you tonight, man. I tell you what, you ran a nice, smooth line, a very good line. I was watching your line. You were running a real good line, and seeing you move through the field right there. Just out of curiosity, do you think you had anything for that 4 car if a caution came out? Absolutely, man. And like I said, man, it's a pleasure to meet you and bring you up on the booth, man. And been watching you all season as well, man. You had a heck of a season, man, and look forward to seeing you some more in season 3.
Yeah, I'm glad you joined, bud. I'm really glad. Yeah, and I'm glad. That last stint, I was like, I gotta get you, but then I had to pit. I was like, I know, like I was telling you, I was like, that's what I was telling you. I was like, I'm gaining time, but then I'd lose that time.
I
Oh
love
well,
it.
but hey, thanks for joining for season 2. Hope to see you in season 3, my guy.
And that was awesome, man. That was awesome, definitely, man. And congratulations on getting a top 3 tonight and finish up that season strong. And let's bring on up the second place finisher, and that is G Pricks in the 23. And man, talk about a guy who really stormed the field. G Pricks in the 23 car. You had yourself a nice little hot rod tonight, my man.
Thank you, man. What's
So,
up?
go through your race, man. How did the race go for you, and how did it play out for you, man?
I will say it didn't play out like a. I mean, it played out. The results were good. Um, my goal was to at least beat Rogue and hold Nick off. And I feel like they gave me hell all night, but I managed to get it done. I was really hoping to get steal one from Chandler tonight, but this wasn't meant to be.
You still had a heck of a car. I mean, you had a lot of speed, and I mean, you could really see. I mean, you were really, really trying to catch that 4 car. I think would you have had anything for him if that caution came out?
Yeah, I think I could have made him sweat a little bit had we had a nice short run. I think I had a few adjustments I could have thrown into that 23 machine to get her going, for a good short run.
And that was an awesome run, man. You started in 3rd, you ran in a top 3 all night, and you really flexed a lot of muscle, man. And I mean, leaving it off on a good note and a lot of momentum headed in for season 3 when that starts up in the next couple weeks or so.
Yeah, thank you, man. I had a few rough races toward the end of really all this season. So to finish in second, to finish the night off and finish out the season, yeah, that feels pretty good.
Definitely, man, definitely, and take that momentum and look forward to seeing you in season 3 and watching more of you in that 23 car if you can still in. But either way, so look forward to seeing a lot more of you in season 3, man.
I appreciate it, man, and thank you, man, for coming on and doing the broadcast for me and
Yes.
Nick. We really, really appreciate that, man.
Yes, we do.
Absolutely, man. I told him I wouldn't miss it for the world, dude. I told him I wouldn't miss it for the world. It's
Damien, you've been so quiet, my guy.
Yeah, I
haven't heard-
appreciate that, man.
I hope we put on a good show for you, man.
Oh my goodness, you be slacking on the job, man. Come on. All right, let's get to that winner, shall we?
let's get to that winner, shall we? That guy in that 4 car Another time, another race. I see this 4 car in victory lane at Phoenix. Only the driver tonight is no other than Chandler Lundeen. Chandler, dude, I've been watching you for a while now, man, and watching you win so many of these races and having such a hell of a season. It really is a pleasure to meet you finally, man.
Yeah, man, you too.
Yeah, you had one heck of a season, man. I don't know how many races it was that you won, but you had one heck of a season, and I mean, you had a heck of a car tonight, taking it home tonight.
Absolutely. We start off this season with high hopes of getting to run majority, if not all, the races, and unfortunately just wasn't able to attend all of them, which really affected us in the points. But we're going to run away this season with 8 wins, first ever career win at Phoenix, so that's incredible. And capping that off with a 16th overall Gas and Go career win tonight, so that's incredible.
Yes, that is.
Get that with another group of guys, and yeah.
You had an awesome line as well. I was watching your line as well and ran a nice, smooth, tight line. I mean, really see your skill really play out at a track like this at Phoenix. I mean, kind of go through it a little bit, that battle that you were having with the 43 in the early part of the race. What was going through your mind at that point when you're going door to door with the champ over there?
Man, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. When I found out Phoenix was the last race of the season and I hadn't won here yet, I made it a commitment to come in here and race this race and hope I can get my first career win here. So, from the drop of the green flag and from 4 weeks ago, I've been sweating bullets to try to get this win. So battling JPR, he's a hell of a talent. I've had the pleasure of racing him and knowing him for several years. And I know the talent he possesses, so it does not surprise me one bit he's the champion. And to get to battle with him all these years later is just phenomenal. And running in that race with him was just incredible. And I knew he's going to put up a hell of a fight. And it was just haymakers out there, man. We were sliding it in, top to bottom, bottom to top, diamonding, you name it. Whatever it was, we did. And we got settled in, and 11 car really drove a good race. He drove up from the back and was kind of able to sneak in there from how tough me and him were battling each other. And he got up there, and I kind of was able to adjust. Unfortunately, the 43 had some issues, and I was able to gap the 11 car. 11 short pitted all the race, so he was able to leapfrog us. We gained some time on him, but was trying to preserve a little bit more of our tires for the tail end of the race. Unfortunately, he sped, but that was a fortunate thing for us because then we could really go into max save mode, in which that's exactly what we elected to do. I was one of the first few cars that pitted. I was probably about the 4th and 5th car or so, maybe. I know the 23, the 9, the 43, and the 1 actually pitted later than 4 car camp did. So that was kind of stressing me out. So I was just like, man, we just got to save, we got to save. And I kept seeing that 23 get bigger and bigger. Mini map was shrinking, intervals was shrinking. The next thing you know, you look up in the mirror and there's a big McDonald's arch in your rear view. So, man, I just had it in my head, don't throw this away, Chandler. Don't throw this away. You got your first win at Phoenix right there. You got to go get it. So I just save, even when he got to my back bumper. And last lap, I had 4 or 5% on that right front. And I was like, you know what? 4 or 5% on that right front coming to the start-finish line to take the white. And I was like, you know what? We might have to Hail Mailing this thing off in 3 and 4. And fortunately, we really didn't want to win our first Phoenix race like that. So we went through there, or G-Pre, excuse me, dove it in those last few turns on those last laps and gained a lot of time. Dangerous amount of time, and he had his hiccup. I think he had a tire malfunction, and coming across the line, it just 4 car got me there, and we're walking out of here as the winner tonight. So we're gonna celebrate this one.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I mean, you won the season 1 championship here at Gas and Go, last year. And I know you didn't have the season that you quite wanted this season. what does that do for you and your motivation for season 3?
Oh man, that's a really good question. So, both seasons, 8 wins, multiple different tracks. Really, honestly, championships mean a lot, but that Phoenix win this season, hard as it is to say, probably meant more than season 1's championship. I've been league racing since I was in middle school. I've been league racing for 10 to 12 years, and I've never won at Phoenix in a league race, and I've won plenty of championships. So that race tonight meant more meaningful to me. Having a championship with these guys, having all those wins, getting to be good friends with those guys. The biggest part of the motivation for me is just getting to interact with these guys and race around them. It's a really good, clean, respectful group of guys. Wins and championships are awesome, but it's really about the group of guys you got surrounding you. So that's my motivation to run next season, is that right there. Not really the wins, not really the championships, although they're great. It's just the people we have here. We got a really good league here. It's I call it a sister league to Misfits. I love those group of guys too. I haven't got to really race with them as much in general at all compared to where I've been racing here. But our schedule got cleaned up, so we're looking, and fingers crossed, hopeful to pick up our schedules in both leagues next season.
Congratulations, man. And you did get that win finally at Phoenix, man. You earned it, and you deserve it, and you got it, man. Congratulations on a win tonight at Phoenix, your first win at Phoenix. Congratulations on the whole season, man. And I really look forward to watching some more of you in season 3.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for conducting these interviews. And the last thing I'm going to say right here is big thank you to G. Pre and Nick and everyone else who helps put this promotion on. It's a great group of guys, Gas and Go. You want somewhere to go race, clean, laid back, respectful, come here.
Yeah, for sure. And you guys mentioned it really well. That's 8 wins the first 2 seasons. He holds the top of the all-time win list. JPR is 10 back. So, I mean, yeah, I'm baffled how he went from last season. I looked at it. Yeah, really. I mean, think about it. If we go to next season, he probably may hit 20. There's possibility he's going to be in the 20s. I promise you that. But really, all in all, congratulations, Chandler. As a driver from season 1 I've seen to now season 2, I mean, I baffled again. I'm very, very thankful to have you here. And yes, what he said, if anyone's looking for a laid-back league who is looking for a clean, respectable league, come join here. Private message me.
You're absolutely right, and you guys said it absolutely perfect, man. It is about the people in the league, and a great league, and we got ourselves a great champion driving the number 43 car. Had one heck of a season, won the championship even before this race even started. Let's bring him on. Let's talk to him for a minute or two. JPR in the 43 car. Congratulations, you are the season 2 champion of Gas and Go Racing League. Congratulations, my man.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Everybody's been really complimentary of Nick and Brandon, and even Rogue for putting on this league. Since I've got in here, been really good racing with everybody. It's been clean. It's been fun. Most of the time you get in league racing, and when it's really competitive, you got a lot of guys that typically butt heads, but there hasn't really been a whole lot of that going on. So really happy with this group of guys that we've been racing with. So really happy that I was able to get this championship.
Like, you had such a heck of a season, man. Try to sum up this whole season for you in this championship season. How can you summarize and sum up this whole season from beginning to end?
Eventful. I think coming in, I knew that it was going to be a pretty good chance of winning the championship. Even with Chandler, I thought at the beginning of it anyway, I thought Chandler was going to be running the whole entire season. So a little bummed I wasn't able to win the championship over him, but we still had some really good guys racing every week. So there were times where I was like, oh, I'm clearly the best guy out there, and then there's other times where I didn't know up from down. So a lot of hard work went into this, making sure we had consistent finishes, showing up every week. That's something that a lot of people don't really talk about when you're league racing, especially when you don't have a playoff format. Guys that show up every week, being consistent, running, it's not really top fives when you have about a group of 10 or 12 guys. You kind of have to run top 3 every week to really get a lot of points. So really happy that we were able to do that over the stretch of the season. Didn't end as well as I wanted it to. We kind of tailored off there with running up front like we did in the middle and the beginning, but glad we had enough points there to hold on to the end.
Yeah, and I've got to ask, you won the poll and you were battling, door to door trading paint with Chandler there for many laps there in the beginning, and we were looking on we looking at a different battle on the track, a different race on the track, and all of a sudden I look over and I see your car was airborne. What in the world happened there?
Just mistakes. Battling with Chandler there. First off, I got to say this. So I've raced with Chandler since I don't know 2000. I want to say 15, maybe 14. And when I first joined his league at the time, he showed me what it meant to be fast, and he's the reason why I am as fast as I am now. Because the guys that were in that league, there was another guy named Julian. Those two guys, they put it on me, and it showed me that I needed to go to work. So. If everybody in the other leagues that I race against think I'm bad, they need to blame it on this guy because he's the reason why I am where I am. So, but yeah, just racing with him, going into 4 or 3, I lost second place to the 11. So I thought, I'll just settle in here, save my tires, and then me backing up a little bit earlier into the corner entry made it hook the bottom a lot more than it did the whole entire run. Really wasn't expecting it and had a little bit of a wiggle there, and I guess I ran out of talent and spun it around. So got hit, I think by the 23 or something like that, and it sent me airborne. But yeah, things like that happen. So glad we were able to overcome that, and it didn't really end the 23's day. That was really what I was concerned about, having the championship wrapped up. I didn't want to kill somebody else's day, so glad he was able to recover.
All right, definitely. Damian, my man, the voice of Gas and Go yourself, man, you got anything you want to ask for our champion here?
It's awesome. Like I said, when you race against these guys, you have a lot of respect for them, but you definitely want to beat them, and I'm glad I beat them. So I'm looking forward to Season 3. Hopefully Chandler can make all the races, and we can talk about him winning 20 races or so, but we're going to try to put a stop to that. We're going to try to win as many as we can. So for a bit there, it was like he'd win 1, then I'd win 1 or 2, and then he'd come back and he'd win 2 or 3. So been going tit for tat, and I'm trying to get to that leaderboard.
You definitely got up to the leaderboard that really counts at the end of the day, and that is on the championship point standings, man. Congratulations on getting this championship in Season 2 in Gas and Go. I had a lot of fun watching you and watching all these guys all season long. I'm a big fan of all you guys in this league, and it definitely has been a lot of fun and a very interesting year, but a heck of a fun season. I'll definitely tell you that. It was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. Congratulations. It was a job well done. And so Nick, man, that's gonna wrap it up for Season 2, my brother. What's the word from the boss man?
Well, we're going to take a few weeks off. Me, Brandon, and Rogue will be talking about what we're going to work with. I have the schedule all planned out. We will be talking about what's going to go down, how we're going to get everything sorted out. Now, I will say there's going to be a curveball in the season, so be prepared for that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I mean, I have great guys. I have so many respectable guys. Even if I have to ask them before the sign-ups close, I'm like, you going to be able to make it? And they're like, I'll try to, but if, I'm going to take this in the words of Matty Ice, my great buddy Matty. He's like, I can race, but, I cannot make every race. I'm like, okay, that's fine. If you can't make every race, then, no worries. It's, I want to say this is going to be our slogan, family first. Family first. If you got family you have family going over or someone's in the hospital or something, take care of that. League racing can wait. That can wait. That can be put on hold. But league racing, I'm telling you, we are all family here in Gas and Go. Same thing in Misfits. We're all family here. And, I love having all you guys. You guys are the most clean and most respectable drivers I've ever had in my entire racing league. And, I cannot wait to see what Season 3 has in store. I'm glad I got a win this season at Bristol Dirt. Thanks, Rogue, by the way. And I'm very thankful for that. And, I'm hoping to get more than just that one win. But Season 3 is going to be a curveball year. It's going to be a little surprise, I guess you could say, Shady.
Well, you got to keep it fresh. You got to keep it spontaneous, man. So I'm looking forward to finding out what that is, and be looking forward to Season 3 starting in several weeks after having a little bit of an off season and giving these guys a break a little bit and giving them a little breather and getting them geared up for a whole new season, man. It's like I said, it was a heck of a lot of fun, man. I had a great time up here in the booth with Damien tonight and watching you guys all season long. So I want to thank you guys for having me tonight up here in the booth, watching you all and putting on another awesome race, man. You guys put on a great race every week, and it's just a great league, man. Just a big fan of all you guys. Want to thank all you guys out there in YouTube land. You guys tuning in, watching the program, watching the race tonight, and all those who will be watching later on this week. Want to thank all you guys. Without you guys, fans, we're really absolutely nothing. So appreciate you guys all tuning in and giving us support. Want to give a special congratulations to the champion himself. Man, what a season it was for this guy. It was just a heck of a season. And, man, he just put it all together at the right time. And I mean, just did a remarkable job. And JPR, man, the champion, winning the championship tonight, just did absolutely everything perfect. Congratulations. And then also Chandler Lundeen getting his first win at Phoenix tonight. A win that he's been wanting for a long time, and he finally got it. Congratulations to him also. Congratulations to all these guys in Gas and Go. Can't wait for Season 3 to start. Look for everything for Season 3 in the next few weeks. I want to thank Nick again, putting on this league and bringing having a great place for guys to come and race and enjoy and relax every Friday night. So thank you, Nick, for that. And other than that, I want to say thank everybody once again. Enjoy the weekend. Love you all. See you next season.